Sunday, September 29th, marks the 125th anniversary of the first Veterans of Foreign Wars post in the United States. Naperville's local VFW, Judd Kendall Post 3873, has now been running 80 years strong itself. This Thursday, it will commemorate the national anniversary, while also celebrating its own rich history. The VFW got its start in the fall of 1899, when 13 Spanish-American war veterans gathered in Columbus, Ohio, to discuss how they could help their fellow veterans and the families of those who died during the conflict. Their solution was creating the American Veterans of Foreign Service, known today as the VFW. The founders' mission lives on at nearly 6,000 VFW posts, made up of 1.4 million veterans and auxiliaries from overseas conflicts.
How do we create some kind of an organization that is going to make sure that veterans going forward for years and years and generations are being taken care of medically, mentally, and the fact that they created the VFW and what it is today is remarkable when we look back at history.
Stacy Boyer is the commander of Naperville's Judd Kendall VFW Post 3873, founded in 1944. She oversees 700 members of the local post, named after a Naperville native and World War I hero. 28-year-old Oliver Judd Kendall enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1917 to fight in World War I. He was assigned to the U.S. Army Engineer School and rose to the rank of First Lieutenant. Kendall led a party onto the battlefield a few nights before the Battle of Cantigny to prepare the site for U.S. troops, who were new to trench warfare. While out on patrol, it is assumed Judd Kendall was taken prisoner by the German Army. His capture did not bode well for the U.S. Army. As an officer, Kendall was aware of the battle plans for Cantigny. If the Germans could force him to give up intelligence, it could mean thousands of lives lost. Kendall did not divulge any information, and the Battle of Cantigny became the U.S. Army's first victory in the war. Months later, Kendall's body was found buried behind enemy lines. In a letter to Kendall's mother, Captain Shipley Thomas wrote that if Kendall had given away intelligence, 12,000 American lives could have been lost. The Naperville VFW opened in 1944, and its 31 founding members named the post in Kendall's honor. Lobbying done by Naperville VFW members in the 1990s led to Kendall posthumously being awarded the Purple Heart, Silver Star, and the French Croix de Guerre. Since its inception, volunteers have played a pivotal role at the Naperville VFW, such as Mike Reckenmacher, who cuts the grass and helped paint the building's hallway, and Dennis Lekavsky, who helps Naperville Vietnam veterans receive Agent Orange exposure and disability compensation.
Those people are giving of themselves. They're giving their time. They're taking time away from their families. I'm very grateful for that. It's a blessing.
Volunteers also help coordinate community events for the VFW, like the plant sale, turkey raffle, and Buddy Poppy Day Drive. Every year, the Naperville VFW teams up with the Naperville American Legion Post 43 to hold the Veterans Day program and the Memorial Day Parade. Those events often provide veterans with public gratitude they've not always found, as in this parade memory shared by Lekavsky.
The car turned onto Washington, and something happened to me that I couldn't explain. I just started crying, and I just cried and cried all the way up Washington, and I couldn't stop. It was all the people saying, "Thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome home." It just all got to me. It just kind of boiled up inside, and all kinds of emotion came out. And it was finally the thank you that we never got when we came home from Vietnam.
125th anniversary celebrations kicked off at the September 3rd Naperville City Council meeting, where the dais redesignated Jackson Avenue as the Judd Kendall 125th Anniversary VFW Memorial Parkway. At the following meeting on September 17th, the city proclaimed September 29th as VFW Day in the city of Naperville. This Thursday, September 26th, Naperville VFW members will come together at the Judd Kendall Hall to celebrate the anniversary with an event featuring live music, food, and a museum of memorabilia.
People have had scrapbooks or uniforms that they have preserved and different things that they've kept over the years, or family members. Their grandpa passed and he was a member of the VFW and they want to bring it in and talk about it. It's just going to be a beautiful experience for not just the 125th for the VFW, but for all of our members here as well.
Reporting for Naperville News 17, I'm Will Payne.